Thomas with Believe in the Run, and this is the Hoka Clayton. It's the latest addition, one of the latest additions to the Hoka line, and it kind of fits between the Clifton and now the new Tracer. So the Clifton has a nice cushion. It's one of my favorite shoes, one of our favorite shoes that we've reviewed. Really love the Clifton. Megan's run several marathons in it. So we were really excited to see what the Clayton would offer. And it's good that we had two reviewers do it because I think we had different takes on it for our needs of what we wanted out of a shoe. So first off, the Clayton weighs 9.3 ounces in my size 10.5. So it's a light shoe with tons, and you can see stack height and cushion through here. You can see how wide the platform is on the bottom. Now I've gotten probably over 100 miles on this shoe. I even ran a marathon about a week ago in the shoe, and overall I think it's a really good shoe. I don't know that it was the best fit for how my foot functions and my biomechanics work in a shoe. Couple things that we noticed off the bat that were good were if you wanted a more wide toe box and a little wider shoe than you're used to getting from Hoka, this has a pretty wide footprint. And where I don't need that with a narrow foot, Megan found the extra room to be great for her wide flat feet. With having a low volume, high arch foot, I didn't quite get the fit dialed in exactly where I wanted. It wasn't bad, just wasn't as perfect as some other shoes that are on the market right now, including the Clifton 2. The other thing we got was right behind here in the shoe, and it only happened on one foot, and from the chatter that we've heard online, this is a common complaint that people had, that they were getting some rubbing in one foot or the other foot. So it might have to do with the mechanics of how you land, but there's something in the shoe that was giving people a little bit of a hot spot right here behind the big toe and behind that little pad there. I was able to eliminate that by using an Ortholite insert, just a standard one. Just a little shift in the insole got rid of the hot spot, and I was pretty much fine. And I actually really enjoyed this insole for just a little extra tad bit of give. So that got rid of that problem. Other than that, I was really surprised, even with the durability of the shoe. You can see after 100 miles, not too damaged up. Now, one thing I didn't like was because I supinate, and what that means is I land on the outside of my foot and then come down and then take off, that the shoe with its wide bottom, I end up getting a kind of a cloppy feel. And especially, I didn't notice it so much on some of my shorter runs, but as I got into longer runs, it really became an issue with the shoe, giving me a little bit of hip discomfort. Again, that's my mechanics. I think that if you needed a little support on the inside, you're going to get it from the shoe. So if you pronate, I think this shoe is going to work out well for you. Supinate, it just slapped down. I got kind of like a overcorrection. The other thing was this hollow part here. You can kind of see it cuts weight off the shoe, which is great, but I did get, again, with the flat landing, I got this cloppy kind of like horse footfall kind of sound when I'm used to much more of a quieter run through my stride. You may not find that. It may have been a result of coming down, slapping, and trapping that air down there. But other than that, I was actually, the way the heel counter worked, it's very minimal. You can see there's not much to it. I mean, I can flop it, fold it, but it did a great job of holding the foot in there. The laces are nice and flat, and they have a little bit of give to them, so you can kind of dial in your fit. I did try doing a bit of a heel lockdown just to see. I ended up cutting off a little circulation there, so I dialed that back and went back to just a normal lacing situation for the shoe. The shoe throughout the marathon was pretty good. I ended up feeling kind of like a deadness to the shoes in the last few miles. It might have been me, just dead legs, but I just didn't feel that the give, just this flat bottom landing and so much space. I just felt like it took all the spring out of my legs in the later miles of the race. Meanwhile, there's some guys killing it out there on the Ironman circuit, and certainly Megan crushed it, came in second place in the marathon wearing her Hoka Claytons. So to see the full review, which should be up soon, both my review of the shoe and Megan's take on the shoe, which is a little bit different than my take, check us out on BelieveInTheRun.com. is the Hoka Clayton. 4mm drop for men's 10.5, 9.3 ounces. Talk to you soon.